There, welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to this video. If you have a Taurus rising, moon in Cancer and sun in Capricorn, then this is your video. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So you have your rising in fixed earth ruled by Venus. You have your moon in rulership in Cancer, which is cardinal water ruled by Luna herself. And you have your sun, beautiful sun, in Capricorn, which is your ninth house. Okay, a powerful sun in the ninth house. Okay, and this is again cardinal, and cardinal earth. Okay, Capricorn cardinal earth. So you have a lot of earth. Okay, and you have a lot of feminine energy because all Taurus and Cancer and Capricorn are feminine, and Cancer and Capricorn are in opposition. So your moon and your sun are in opposition. So you know it's not an easy aspect. Okay, when both these signs, they really have nothing in common except the modality, and they are opposite one another. Okay, so the degree of the zodiac rising on the eastern side of the horizon at the moment of your birth is your ascendant degree, and the sign on which it falls is your rising sign. So the rising sign is sort of your physical constitution. It's the most you part of your natal chart. It is the helm of your natal chart from where you steer the course of your life. It is your physical body, your constitution, your psychological makeup, your endurance, stamina capacity, your overall health, how the world perceives you, you know. It is your rising, and it is how you are plugged into the matrix, is the first point of touch your soul made with the 3D world. Okay, it's sort of the Jungian mask you wear to interface with society. So when you walk into a room, people see the Venus on your physical body. So your physical body is beautiful. Okay, whether you know that or not, it's beautiful. And this is the archetype of the builder. You're always looking to build something: friendship, relationship, businesses, ideas. You know, you're looking to build and develop. But there is a very methodical, careful, cautious way you approach huge crowds or even one-on-one. You know, you just don't open up to a stranger with your Taurus. You're like the bull. Okay, think of the bull. Slow, steady, endurance, stamina, dedication, loyalty. But the bull is fixed. There's no movement. There's no swiftness. There's just a constant trudging. Okay, tireless trudging. So a lot of stamina with your Taurus rising, and this is a very it's about consolidation, it's about embodiment, of course. So in a sense, when you interact with people, you embody the Venus through by the way you talk, by the way you walk, by the way you dress, because also your voice is very noticed by people, because you know Taurus rules the throat and the thyroid. Now, because Taurus is such a close association to agriculture and food, there's a tremendous connection to it. Even Cancer, tremendous connection to food. Okay, so you're very into cooking for people, feeding people, you know, going over to people's houses, eating. Food is a very big part of your life. You're a foodie. Okay, and the way you like to be stable with your Taurus rising. You don't like things to go out of whack or, you know, haywire. You like things that are stable, fixed, predictable, routine, stuff like that. Okay, very difficult to lose weight. Remember that. Cancer, Taurus together can, you know, have a huge sweet tooth. So be mindful of that. Sephiroth Mooladhara, Sephiroth Malkuth, and chakra of Taurus is the Mooladhara chakra. Again, dealing with physical manifestation, what you can touch, what you can smell, what you can feel. Think of the 5 pentagram Venus draws across the sky. That is emblematic of how the soul experiences reality through the 5 senses. So Taurus is very tactile. touch, feel. They take their time in bed. They're slow because they are embodying that pleasure principle. Venus likes to unite, likes to connect. It is what we find pleasurable. So Taurus rising wants a life that is pleasurable, that's comfortable. Cancer, of course, very much love sensuality, wants to please in bed, can be selfish, moody, temperamental, angry. The bull seeing red. Remember, anger is a huge issue. Can hold grudges. So, remember that about the bull. The bull can be hold grudges forever. Okay. Can be selfish, can be controlling. Do not like surprises. Taurus rising. They want to know if there's any sudden new element introduced to it. They don't like it, and that's what Uranus is doing in your sign, on your physical body, bringing these electrical storms. But think of yourself like the oak tree that roots deeper when there are such storms. Okay, keep that in mind. Yes, Venus, Taurus is the realm of desires, but don't get enmeshed in it. Okay, now the moon is your mother. The moon is how you connect, how you emote, your menstrual cycle, your womb, your ESP, your imagination, how you were nurtured, your childhood, your everyday habit patterns. The moon is cold and moist and rules the breast and the stomach. Immediately, it's about nourishment. So there is a very nourishing component to your Cancer moon. And this is the third house moon. Siblings, short distance travel, automobile, communication. You're very sensitive to the way people communicate, verbally, non-verbally. Okay, you're very sensitive to micro expressions with that Cancer. The moon through a yin sign experiences emotions in a yin way, is more receptive. But Cancer is that cardinal water that wants to start new things. It's womb energy. Taurus, womb energy, nocturnal, dry, cold Taurus. Okay. Now here with this fecund cardinal water of the lunar water of Cancer, and the fixed earth of Taurus, you're very fertile. You can get pregnant easily. You can get someone pregnant easily. So keep that in mind at all times. Okay. Now you can be, there's a very cautious side to both Taurus and your moon and Cancer. Cautious about the way you deal with your neighbors, cautious with your automobile, cautious when you're traveling, and you're both traditionalists. Okay. Both this rising and this and also your sun and your moon and your sun are all traditionalists. So you are you like traditions, you like customs, mores and things like that. Okay. Moon and Cancer, you love to be protected, cherished and cared for. That's what you crave. Okay. And if you don't get that in your family, you have wounds or you look elsewhere for it. You want a care. Okay, moon and Cancer is very changeable, not necessarily flexible or adaptable like the mutables, but what moon here is tremendously changeable. Think of when you look at La Luna, she's fluxing and changing every single moment, actually, if you really think about it. Okay. Now, both Taurus and Cancer like to not only nurture growth, but also sustain growth. And Cancer is very expanding. That's why I guess Jupiter is exalted here. It's ever expanding. And then it takes that Jupiterian fire and, puts it with cardinal water. And there's all kinds of, situations that sustain growth with this moon. Okay. You could be writing, blogging with that third house moon about emotional things, about family. You love sentimental things with the Taurus, Capricorn and Cancer happening. Sentimental, vintage. You can be needy, demanding, manipulative. Remember, moon and Cancer can be very demanding. Like they will mother you, they can also smother you. Okay, so this is something. And this moody aspect, if you link that with Cap and with Taurus, it can become very moody. very, very moody, and food. Cancer, Cap also is connected to food. So, you can be using food as a way to get away from emotions, okay? Because you have all these emotions with Cancer, where emotions are first known. So, how do you express it? You need to touch base with your emotional body or your moon sign, which is in rulership. It's beautiful, actually. So now your sun is in the ninth house, which is beautiful because this is about the ninth house. The ruler is Sag in the natural zodiac, and this your ninth house is ruled by Saturn. Okay, and again, this is cardinal, and this is earth. You have a lot of earth energy, and you can manifest money, material things, but don't get caught in those material things. There's just a lot of spiritual energy also with this placement, psychic energy with this placement that I see. Sun in Capricorn is again a feminine filter, because this is the sea goat, and this is feminine. This is again all about growth, all about development and conquering of the hierarchies. This is a very stabilizing influence, both Capricorn and Taurus, very stabilizing influence. So your life in a sense has been stable. And your sun, moon being in opposition, your parents probably never agreed. Your mom was more empathic, kind of maybe hysterical person, or got into emotional mood swings. What your father probably thought was, hysterical, and your father was more calculated. Saturn ruled sun in the ninth can be very cold and calculated, detached, just really good with left brain thinking. But you're definitely a strategist with that ninth house, with that ninth house sun. You're definitely a strategist, and ninth house is the land of foreigners, so you could be working with foreign strategies, or working in some kind of foreign secretary or foreign service from your country, or you could just be doing business with foreigners, because Taurus and Capricorn both about money. They understand money like none other. So here you are definitely here to buy, sell, create, build, and also sustain. That's what your Cancer moon wants to do. Mother people, mother ideas, be the mothering of some kind of idea that really helps people, if you think about it. But there's a pessimistic side to this sun, of course. Sun is our father. Sun is how we shine. Sun is our healthy sense of I am. Sun does well in Saturn ruled Capricorn. It's a place where you are extremely cautious. You know what you're doing. You're sure. You're methodical. You are a longer term player. Okay, when I think of Cap, I always think of Virgo, but Virgo is a more short-term player. They think of details, little things, and completion for Capricorn is in big chunks, because this is a sign that rules hierarchies, that the mountain goat or the sea goat must climb to become the unicorn, because this is ultimately about initiation of the neophyte. Okay, there is they plan and think ahead. With your sun in your ninth house, even the way you deal with foreign people or with foreign lands, if you live, it's just a very methodical way, a very you map out all the details. You have all the stories that you've already laid out, made the project very detail oriented. Although it's cardinal earth, but that earth is stabilizing, and you've got that fixed earth, manifestation. Okay, you love ancient traditions, and there's a mystical side to this. Okay, you're very conservative. All three signs conservative, but hopefully you were able to move out of that proverbial box and see life from another side. Leave me a comment below if you liked what you heard. If not, tell me why. Book a reading, check out my merch. Thank you.